This is Higher Maths, it's practice paper D, and we're looking at question 5 in the calculator paper. Right, a circle has centre C1. The equation is x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 6y minus 15 equals 0. And that's the small circle that we're talking about here. That's with the centre C1. Okay, what we have to do with this one is we have to write down the coordinates of the centre and calculate the length of the radius of the smaller circle. So let's go ahead and do that just now. So part A. So I'm going to write out the equation of the circle first of all. And from there, what I'll do is I'll just work out, I can see the formula sheet and I can use something from there. So just the general equation of the circle. So I know that 2g is going to be equal to minus 2, so g is equal to minus 1. 2f is equal to minus 6, so f is equal to minus 3 here. And I know that the centre is minus g minus f, so the centre 1 is going to be 1, 3. Right, so again back to the formula sheet to look for the radius. So the radius equation is just going to be r is equal to the square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. Okay. And what we have here is we've got our values just up above. So there's minus 1 squared plus minus 3 squared minus, and that's, just be careful with that one there, that's a minus, so that will be a plus that will work out at the end there. So what I've got here is, so square root of, that's going to be 1 plus 9, and that will be plus 15, which gives me the square root of 25, which should give me an answer of 5, and that's for the radius of the circle number 1. Okay, so on to part B, and quite a lot of words around this question. It's quite a lengthy one, so here we go. A second circle with centre C2 has a diameter twice that of the circle centre C1. C1 lies on the circumference of this second circle, so there it is there, and the line joining C1 and C2 is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so their y-coordinates will be the same on that one there. Find the equation of the circle with centre C2. Okay then, so what we've got here is we know that the diameter is twice the circle for C1, so why don't we just work out the radius? So the radius of circle 2 is going to be equal to twice the radius of C1. Okay, so that's simply 2 times 5 for the radius, so that should give us a radius of 10. What we can then do is we can work out the centre of this circle here, and we can do it just by using a kind of stepped approach. So I know that the centre for circle number 1 is 1 and 3, and what I can do with that is that if I think about just stepping along, I know that the radius, okay, here is going to be 10, so all I'll do here is I'll just add on 10 to the x-coordinate, and the y-coordinates are the same, so I'm going to add on 0 for the y-coordinate. So my centre for the second circle is going to be 11, 3. So all I've done there is just worked out that I know the radius is 10, so the radius from C1 and C2, the difference in between the two of them is going to be 10, and all I've done is added 10 onto the x-coordinate of the centre of C1 to find out the circle centre for C2. Okay, let's go ahead and work out the equation. So the equation of circle 2, and what we'll get here is, all I'm going to do is use the formula sheet again, and I'll use this equation. That equals r squared, okay? Where this is going to be a, and this is going to be b. So quite simply, just substituting these values in. So x minus 11 plus y minus, and that will be a 3 that goes in there. So that's the first part done. And I know that the radius is 10, so it's going to be 10 squared, and then to make sure that I gather that mark, I must square that last part out there. And that's it complete. So that's the equation of circle 2. Right, let's see where the marks are coming along in this question. Right, we've got 2 marks for part A, and we've got the centre to work out, so we'll get 1 for the centre and we'll get 1 for the radius of 5. For 4 marks it is for part B, what we'll go for is 1 mark for getting the radius, 1 mark for getting the centre. I'll go for 1 mark for getting the left hand side of this circle equation, and the other mark for making sure that I've written 100. So if you write 10 squared, that will not get you the mark. You must have the 100 in there. Okay, so that was out of 6 marks total.